The Host is a South Korean monster film hailed as one of the most significant and innovative entries in the monster movie genre. The film blends elements of science fiction, horror, and family drama to deliver a unique and thought-provoking cinematic experience. In the year 2000, a sinister secret unfolds within the shadowy corridors of an American military facility in South Korea. An American military pathologist compels a reluctant Korean assistant to partake in a brazen violation of protocol. Their dark mission, the disposal of over 200 bottles filled with the sinister essence of formaldehyde. These toxic vials are ruthlessly poured down the drain, their deadly journey leading them to merge with the mysterious depths of the Han River. Over the ensuing years, Seoul's urban landscape became a canvas for chilling anomalies. Startling sightings of a strange and otherworldly amphibious creature lurking in the city's waterways send shivers down the spines of the unsuspecting populace. Fast forward 6 years, and we find ourselves in the bustling heart of Seoul. Here, we are introduced to Park Gang-do. Gang-do's life unfolds at a lethargic pace as he toils away at a nondescript snack bar nestled along the river's edge. The monotony of his existence is punctuated by a reprimand from his father, Hee-bong. This familial friction is interrupted when Gang-do drifts into a momentary slumber at his post. A surreal awakening ensues when Gang-do believes he hears the tender voice of his beloved daughter, Hyun-seo. His heart races, but reality abruptly interjects, revealing the innocent voice belongs to another child. The haunting echoes of a father's longing fill the air. Gang-do's life is further entangled in the web of familial dynamics. His mission, to fulfill an order bestowed upon him by his father, Hee-bong. A seemingly simple task becomes an opportunity for chaos when Gang-do succumbs to temptation, his ravenous appetite devouring a portion of his customer's food. By his side are his siblings, each bearing their own unique quirks and struggles. Namju, the fierce and nationally celebrated archer, and Namael, the embittered and former activist turned alcoholic. As Gang-do goes about his food delivery duties, an unusual commotion draws his attention along the banks of the Han River. A curious crowd has gathered, their gazes fixed on a colossal creature clinging to the Wonhyo Bridge. In a breathtaking moment, the creature plunges into the water below. Initially, it appears as though the creature has vanished beneath the surface, lured away by the tantalizing prospect of food offerings from the public. But then, in an alarming turn of events, the creature reemerges from the river, its presence sending shockwaves of panic through the onlookers. Chaos ensues as the creature's rampage claims the lives of several unfortunate bystanders. In a desperate bid to confront the menace, Gang-do and an American man bravely attempt to vanquish the beast using a metal pole. However, their efforts take a tragic turn as the American is gravely injured, and their attempts merely serve to further enrage the creature. Now, with the creature relentlessly pursuing Gang-do, he clutches the hand of a girl, mistakenly believing her to be his beloved Hyun-seo. In a heart-wrenching moment of realization, he discovers that he is not holding his daughter, and the true horror unfolds as the creature charges toward the innocent girl. In a swift and merciless motion, the creature seizes Hyun-seo, snatching her away before disappearing back into the depths of the river. In the aftermath of the creature's rampage and the heartbreaking loss of Hyun-seo, a mass funeral is held for the victims. However, their grief is overshadowed by the arrival of government representatives, who forcefully quarantine all individuals who have come into direct contact with the creature, including Gang-do and his family. The South Korean government makes a chilling announcement. Not only is the creature an imminent threat, but it is also a carrier of a deadly, unidentified virus, linked to the very formaldehyde that was carelessly disposed of years ago. The infection is confirmed when the American, who lost an arm in the encounter with the creature, is found to be afflicted. Inside the confines of their quarantine within a hospital, Gang-do receives an astonishing phone call from Hyun-seo, revealing that she is alive but trapped in the treacherous labyrinth of the sewers, pursued by the relentless creature. Her desperate plea is abruptly cut off as her phone battery dies. Despite Gang-do's impassioned attempts to convey this revelation to the authorities, his pleas fall on deaf ears, except for the understanding and unwavering support of his family. With resolve in their hearts, Gang-do and his family make a daring decision. They decide to break free from their confinement, determined to embark on a perilous quest to rescue Hyunseok. Armed with weapons and a map of the labyrinthine sewer system, they are prepared to confront the nightmarish creature and reunite with their beloved daughter. Meanwhile, in a parallel thread of the harrowing tale, two brothers, Sejin and Seju, embark on a desperate search for sustenance in the unforgiving urban landscape. Their quest takes a terrifying turn when they fall victim to the ravenous creature's relentless assault. Attempting to evade their gruesome fate, they make a frantic bid for escape, but the relentless beast consumes them both. To the shock of all witnesses, the creature carries the unfortunate brothers back into the dark, labyrinthine sewers that serve as its lair. In a nightmarish display of its grotesque nature, it regurgitates the lifeless bodies of Sejin and Seju, with only Seju miraculously emerging from the ordeal alive. As their eyes meet in the dim, eerie recesses of the sewers, Hyunseok and Seju find solace in each other's presence, seeking refuge from the malevolent creature that stalks them. Meanwhile, Gangdu and his devoted family continue their relentless search through the tangled web of sewers and shadowy streets, their hearts heavy with worry for Hyunseok. Fatigued and seeking a moment's respite, they pause at a modest food stand to catch their breath. In the quiet of the night, Hibang seizes the opportunity to share a profound insight with Namael and Namju. He reflects on Gangdu's troubled upbringing, postulating that it may have left lasting scars on his physical and mental well-being. It's a poignant moment of reflection on the complexities of their family dynamics. Their peace is shattered when the creature descends upon them once again, launching a ferocious assault. Desperation fuels their resistance as they open fire on the creature, their ammunition depleting rapidly. In an act of selflessness, Gangdu hands his shotgun to his father, who intends to use it to buy the family some precious time. Hibang bravely stands his ground, poised to confront the looming threat. In a heart-wrenching twist of fate, Gangdu realizes his misjudgment. His shotgun is empty, and he has no means to protect his father. As he turns back to his father, it's too late. Hibang falls victim to the merciless creature, a painful loss witnessed by his grieving son. In the midst of this tragedy, the arrival of the military and scientists further intensifies the chaos. Gangdu is captured and taken away, his anguished cries echoing through the night as he mourns his father's death. Meanwhile, Namael and Namju, unnoticed in the chaos, find themselves separated from each other, their family torn asunder by the relentless tide of events. As the narrative unfolds, Namju navigates the treacherous sewers in search of the elusive creature. Armed with her trusty bow, she hesitates, torn between taking the shot and sparing a life. In her moment of indecision, the creature seizes the opportunity, knocking her down into a dark abyss, and rendering her unconscious. With its prey out of reach, the creature continues its frenzied rampage through the labyrinthine tunnels. In another corner of this grim tale, Gangdu finds himself confined to a specialized medical facility, where two scientists interrogate him. Misinterpreting his desperate pleas about his daughter's survival as the ravings of a virus-infected mind, they prepared to subject him to a risky brain operation to extract what they believe to be vital virus samples. In a desperate bid for freedom, Gangdu manages to break free, taking a nurse hostage with a syringe filled with his purportedly infected blood. His escape is a desperate gambit to continue the relentless search for his daughter, driven by a father's unwavering love and determination. Namael, desperate and with his family's life on the line, reaches out to a trusted friend for assistance. To his shock and dismay, his friend reveals that the government has placed a chilling bounty on the heads of Namael and his family. The looming danger becomes palpable when, in the confines of an office building, Namael is betrayed by this very friend, enticed by the prospect of the bounty. Fueled by survival instinct, Namael manages to elude capture, deftly slipping away from both his former ally and the relentless pursuit of the police. In a desperate bid for freedom, he escapes into the shadows of the city. The dawn breaks on a new day, and Namael awakens to find himself in the company of a homeless man named Yoon Jae-moon. In a moment of shared desperation and determination, they forge an unlikely alliance. Their common goal: to locate Hyunseok and confront the abhorrent creature that haunts their nightmares. Deep within the foreboding labyrinth of the sewers, as the creature slumbers, Hyunseok seizes a perilous opportunity. She ingeniously assembles a makeshift rope by stringing together clothing taken from the deceased victims. With trembling determination, she secures the improvised lifeline to the top of the drain. Her heart races as she prepares to make her daring escape. However, as she attempts to leap to freedom, the creature awakens from its slumber, its actions seemingly gentle but filled with eerie unpredictability. It places Hyunaseo back on the ground, casting a chilling pall over her momentary hope. Terrified and with every instinct urging her to conceal herself, Hyunaseo moves cautiously. Yet, in an instant, the creature springs to life, launching itself toward her and Seiju. The nightmarish tableau unfolds as the creature mercilessly swallows both of them, sealing their fates in its grotesque maw. As the terrifying events unfold beneath the city streets, the government makes a chilling announcement. They intend to release a hazardous chemical known as Agent Yellow into the river and its surrounding areas in a desperate bid to eradicate the creature. However, this drastic measure ignites a wave of public dissent, as protesters gather in opposition to the potential ecological disaster that looms on the horizon. The stage is set for a final, desperate showdown between humanity's collective will and the monstrous force that threatens to consume them all. In a climactic moment of his relentless pursuit, Gangdu finally locates the sewers where the creature once held Hyunaseo captive. However, to his dismay, he discovers that both Hyunaseo and the monstrous creature have vanished. As Gangdu descends into the dark, foreboding sewers, he encounters the creature passing overhead. His heart sinks as he spots Hyunaseo's arm protruding from the creature's gaping maw, and an intense resolve propels him into a frenzied chase. With determination in his stride, Gangdu crosses paths with Namju, and recognizing the imminent threat, they unite in their pursuit of the creature. Together, they follow the creature's trail, headed directly towards the protest gathering. Simultaneously, as Namael and the homeless companion arrive at the protest scene, chaos ensues as the creature launches a ferocious assault. In a desperate gambit to quell the threat, the government deploys Agent Yellow, a potent chemical agent. It appears to inflict harm upon the creature but fails to deliver a killing blow. With the creature wounded and writhing in agony, Gangdu spots a glimmer of hope as he glimpses Hyunaseo within the creature's clutches. In an act of desperation, he wrenches her and Seiju from the creature's vile grasp. Tragically, Hyunaseo's life has come to a heartbreaking end, her final moments spent cradling her still-breathing brother, Seiju. Overwhelmed by grief and consumed by rage, Gangdu attacks the creature with a metal pole but is swiftly overpowered and thrown to the ground. In a moment of dire need, Namael and the homeless ally rush to Gangdu's aid, with Namael hurling Molotov cocktails at the creature. The homeless companion ascends to a platform above the creature, dousing it with gasoline. A fateful mishap occurs as Namael drops his last Molotov cocktail. It is Namju who seizes the opportunity, igniting the creature's fate by using one of her arrows to set the flaming cloth ablaze. Her precise shot strikes the creature's eye, triggering a cataclysmic explosion that engulfs it in flames. The creature, now a blazing inferno, desperately attempts to escape toward the Han River. However, Gangdu emerges from the shadows, wielding the metal pole as a deadly weapon. In a final, decisive blow, he impales the creature through its monstrous maw, delivering the fatal strike that ends its reign of terror. As the dust settles and the flames subside, Namael and Namju cradle Hyunaseo's lifeless body, mourning her tragic passing. Meanwhile, Gangdu approaches Seiju, lifting him from the turmoil of the protest and guiding him to safety. Time marches on, and Gangdu finds solace in a simpler life, living with Seiju in their modest food stand. During a quiet moment, Gangdu believes he glimpses something in the distance, instinctively reaching for a shotgun. However, the perceived threat dissolves into nothingness, and with a sense of relief, he turns his attention to a simple meal. In the background, a news broadcast recounts the monstrous ordeal they've endured. The film concludes with Seiju's simple request to turn off the television, allowing them to focus on the small but precious moments of normalcy in their lives. The Host is a refreshing take on the monster genre, offering a well-crafted story with memorable characters and thought-provoking themes. It transcends the typical creature feature formula by infusing it with social commentary and family drama. This South Korean film has earned its place as a modern classic in the world of cinema, and it's highly recommended for those looking for a unique and compelling monster movie experience. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching our video. We hope you enjoyed the content and found it valuable. If you did, we kindly ask you to consider subscribing to our channel. By subscribing, you'll become part of our community, gaining access to more exciting videos, informative content, and engaging discussions. It's the best way to stay updated with all our latest releases and be the first to know when we publish something new. Subscribing to our channel is absolutely free, and it helps us tremendously in reaching a wider audience and producing even better content for you. Plus, it shows us that you appreciate what we do, and that means the world to us.